Hey y'all, and happy Monday. How are you guys doing today? Today is Makeup Mondays, Makeup Mondays, Makeup Mondays, Makeup Mondays. I'm just being silly. Welcome to my channel. This is Gabe, and this is Makeup Mondays, where every Monday we're going to be trying either a brand new foundation or revisiting an older foundation. And today we're actually going to be learning about a brand new foundation. Big surprise. It is spring, and there's like every company in the world is coming out with a foundation this season, it seems like. But today we're going to be trying out the brand new Anastasia. It's called the Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation. So, I've been using this foundation for a couple days. I've got lots of thoughts to say about this product, lots to talk about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, everybody, before we dive into Makeup Mondays, I just want to talk about, when we do Makeup Mondays, I'm thinking about actually including a one skincare product that I want to talk about per week. It might be something new, it might be something older, but I want to talk about the new Rhode Skin. This is the Barrier Butter real quick. I just want to let you guys know if you were thinking about purchasing it or if you'd heard about it or whatever. I just thought I'd give you my thoughts on it because I got it it's been now for almost, I'd say probably almost 3 weeks now since I've had this. And this product is amazing. It's really, really great. It has shea butter in it. It has like all these really, really super hydrating into the hyaluronic acid, squalene, all that. So it kind of comes out a little bit like a thicker kind of a cream. And you use it at night under, I'm squirting some out on my leg. It comes out really nice and thick, but you use it at night before you go to bed over top of your skincare. So you put all your skincare on, and then you usually put this over top to seal everything in. So it's basically like slugging, but you're doing it without the Vaseline or the CeraVe or the Aquaphor, which is great, by the way. So if you're doing that already, it's not necessary, but I have been using it because I wanted to try it. I've been trying some of Rhode Beauty, some of their products, and I've really been enjoying it. But this is just a really beautiful product. Makes your skin feel really good. But that's kind of like my product for me. I think it's like $35 for this size, and then they have a smaller size. And they do run out of this product. They do have, sometimes where you have to get on their email list. And actually, when it comes back in stock again, because they run out of stock in it a lot. So just keep that in mind if you do go over. I will leave links down below if you guys are interested. But without further ado, let's get into our brand new Makeup Monday. Makeup Monday. By the way, Farrah says hi. See, I've got my Farrah Fawcett shirt on. Farrah says hi. I'm up a little bit higher today, so we're trying this. I'm trying all these new situations and stuff and seeing how we like stuff or whatever. But yeah, anyway, so this is the new Anastasia. It's the Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation. Like I said, I've been using this product now for about, it's been about 3 days, 4 days I've been using it straight. I got this in the shade 3CR. And this product is really unique. But let's go over just a few things about the product first. Just really quickly, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of feedback. I took down some information. So it gives a medium to full coverage. It's long wearing. Up to 12 hours. It's a medium to, a velvety matte, water resistant, a natural second skin finish, weightless, blendable, buildable, hydrates with hyaluronic acid for a plump, bouncy skin. It blurs, softens, and minimizes the appearance of pores, fine lines, wrinkles, and texture. Visibly evens out skin tone, conceals discoloration, redness, and imperfections. It has hyaluronic acid in it, like I said, and it has a unique complex in it called Bixa Orilla, which actually helps to blur the appearance of pores and imperfections. And then it has phytoglycan. It's supposed to help promote youthful, radiant skin. So yeah, it's got a lot of claims. So if you guys are new to my channel, I am 53 years old. So I have more mature skin now, but I am very dry. So I really hydrate my skin. As you can see, I'm very, very hydrated. However, I did use, with this particular product, I've been using the Kevin O'Quan. It's the Glass Glow Face. I have that one. I have this one. It's the Crystal Clear, and then this one is the Prism Rose. So I've had these for a while because they last a really long time. It has a very, it kind of attack to it. so it kind of sticks, but it's got a glow to it. So it almost kind of, I don't want to say it feels Vaseline-y like, but it's got that kind of a texture to it. So it would not be good for anybody with oily skin or anybody combination skin. But with that said, because of this makeup being more of a matte foundation, I've been using it with this particular primer, because even with a glow primer or another type of primer, I'm afraid that it would make me look really dry. So I was really hesitant about picking this product up because I was really scared that it was going to make me look really dry and really cakey. So I went into Sephora when it came out, and I actually tried a little bit on the back of my hand, and I took a moment to think about it before I bought it, because when you put the product on, it is very matte. So this is what the bottle looks like. Sorry, I have my fingerprints on it, but you know, it's got Anastasia. It's actually really pretty packaging. It's very matte. One of the things I would tell you when I went into Sephora was I noticed that there was a very few shades. I mean, it's 25 shades. The product itself, I want to say it's $45 or $50. I can't remember. I'll put it right here. But the shades run really weird. I would definitely not think about buying this online. It's kind of like with Hourglass and some of those other ones, they run really yellow lately. Yellow, just really weird colors. Like there's not enough light colors and there's not enough dark colors. Some of the darker shades are just not, I mean, it's just not enough. I mean, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 that, and I still don't think it's just, and the shade that they do have for darker is that they don't have anything dark enough. So it's kind of disappointing with Anastasia being as older as they are, and as long as they've been out and has been around that, you know, and being through the prime of, you know, the height of 2015 and 2016 when they're 14, when they were really, really super popular, that they would not come out with a better shade range in this. Because I know that in previous foundations, and in some other products, they've done a better job of doing that. But even like in their, I think it's their stick bronzer or it's their contour or something, their colors are not dark enough in that either. So there's a lot of room for expansion in that. And the company did say that they were going to be coming out with some darker and lighter shades later on. But if you're going to launch a brand new foundation with a company this big, they should be more inclusive. So for everyone, and it's a little bit more limited. But with that said, I did go in and I tried a couple different shades on my hand, and they did run very yellow. So the 3CR was the only one that I felt looked a little bit more like it. Now, I feel like Anastasia is starting to copy Dior with the shades. I've noticed that with a few different brands that they're doing as far as Dior does. Like Dior does a 3CR, and not many companies do that. So they're doing like a 3N, a 3W, a 3.5, a 4.0, you know, a 4.5 neutral, a 4.5, you know what I'm saying? So they're kind of copying Dior, but Dior usually, their shades are better. This one is not. So I don't feel like the shade range needs to go up a little bit more, but they're kind of using their numerical system, that the way that they use it. So if you use a Dior foundation and maybe a 2.5 or maybe a 2.0, you may have a better understanding of what you may want or what you may need. But I would go in the store. I would go in the store and I would swatch it in a store. And to be honest with you, I would get a sample of this too. And again, I'm not whatsoever, I never try to recommend things or try to get you guys to buy things, you know. It's like, but I'm here because I want to give you guys my feed and input on it, even though I know this is really typically not made for my skin type, even though it says that it's kind of hydrating and it's got blurring, but it's kind of moisturizing, which it does kind of have that feeling to it. So anyway, let me just pump it a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna let you guys see it. So this is the 3CR. And I'm going to let you see it so that you can see it. Look how it's got great, the coverage is insane. It's really, really insane. And you remember I have that primer on it. So let me do a little bit on this one without primer, so you guys can see the difference. So this is without primer. That's with primer. See the difference? If you're dry. I mean, now if you're oily, this would be fine and maybe a very mattifying, because I'm getting ready to go into that for oily skin. because even for oily skins, I don't know about this foundation. So I'm just wait, and I'll get there eventually. But just see how it does. It does give kind of that. It's a little bit more. You can see it's a little bit more matte. It's not a dope because this just made it look more. And I also didn't put enough. Let me put just a little bit more, so you guys can see just a little bit more on it, so the coverage on this can match a little bit more. But see, she's very, when you look at it, it's got a very kind of matte off of it. Now, the light bounces off of it a little bit, so it makes it look a little bit more radiant, but you see the difference with it. If you use a really good primer with this, if you're dry, it's workable. It's not workable without a primer. If you're dry, it's not cute. It's not cute, y'all. It ain't cute. It's not. No, it's not. Which I kind of figured is that's why I wear something very, very emollient under it. Like I have them now to actually give that really beautiful look that I want when I use a foundation, because I manipulate it. But without manipulating it, for dry skin, you're a little out of the question and out of the ballpark for this one. But with that said, while we're talking, I got a brand new little pink sponge here. I'm gonna do a little bit more in the back of my hand here. A little bit of it goes a long way. You don't need much. I'm gonna take it, and it's damp. And this is how I've been applying it. So I'm gonna go on and put it on. You can see it gives immediate coverage. I mean, immediately. So this is more of a fuller coverage than I like. I'm just more of a light medium type person when it comes to coverage. However, I mean, look how fast it covers, really fast. It really does. I was really surprised by this. And I think it's just because I really over moisturized and I just used that particular primer on how this product looks and how this product wears. So here's the thing. So when you first put this product on, if you don't wear a primer or if you're oilier skin, it's going to go on a little bit more matte and it's going to give you that little bit more of that blurring at first. However, as the day goes on, it starts to look more radiant. It gives more of a radiancy. So I don't know how to explain it, but even for an oily skin, I think this one, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to last that long. I mean, I just don't think it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. It's because it's kind of like a rock and a hard place. It's like dry skin people can use it if you manipulate it, and an oily skin could probably really use it if you manipulate it. But if you just do it straight out of the gate, like if you're not a primer person, or if you normally just put your foundation with your hands, or if you do it with a brush or whatever, I just don't think I don't think it's gonna look. It's just this is the foundation. I feel like you got to manipulate to make it look good. Let's put it that way. Because it does a good job. I mean, I guess compared to the sides, it looks a little bit more blurring. It does leave a really pretty finish, because again, look, because I've made my skin look like that. So when you manipulate your skin to look like this and then put a foundation on it, it's going to look good regardless. So it doesn't matter what I put on my face. I could put doo-doo on my face and it's going to look good. But it does look a little bit more pore smoothing. And when we get into the spray, because I got the spray to go with it, and I'll tell you guys about the spray too. It does look a little bit more pore smoothing, and then with powder and everything on, it looks really beautiful. It holds up all day long. It looks really, really nice on the skin. It doesn't change color. I really like it. That's the problem. I really like it more than I thought I would, but I have to manipulate it to like it. I can't just slap it on with my fingers and be done with it and call it a day and be happy with it. I have to baby it to make it this way that I want it to be really pretty. Which you shouldn't have to do that with a foundation. So now going back to combination and oily skin people, that really I feel like this foundation is supposed to be geared towards, because it's blurring, it's supposed to be mattifying, it's supposed to be very pore filling, it's supposed to give you all the things, right? I think at first it will give you that. And then even if you do maybe a little bit of the spray, which again, I'll get into the spray in a minute, but I don't know. I feel like your oils and stuff are really going to come through because it's, even though it's mattifying and it's blurring, it's got this base to it that it's got some hydration to it. And I think that's going to eventually the oils are going to break through that and the matte is going to go away. And then you're going to be left with more breaking apart. I don't have the problem with the breaking apart because I'm a little drier and and I manipulate it. And then of course I put powder and stuff over top of it to make it really nice. But I think that if you, even with powder and a really good primer, I think it's a possibility that it could break through, especially if you're extremely oily. And I have seen a lot of oily people review this foundation, and they have not enjoyed it. It's like they've had problems with breaking apart. They've gotten really super, super shiny, even though when they started out, it didn't look like that. So this is why I'm doing the other side. Well, just because, I'll run my mouth forever. It's what happens when you're a makeup artist and you do makeup all day long. You run your mouth. I would say get a sample. I would go into Sephora or, or Ulta or wherever they're carrying it, because they're carrying it at both. They're carrying it both. At the time, I noticed that it still wasn't in Ulta in the store yet, but it might be in there now. You can go in and look and see, but get them to make you a sample or see if you can get a sample. I know in Ulta it's a little harder. In Sephora, you can get samples more in Sephora. It's harder in Ulta because Ulta still doesn't like doing samples much, but there's a possibility they might let you if you don't have a Sephora near you, maybe you can try it at Ulta. But I would get a sample and I would try it first. And try to look at the shades and see which one would match you better. And then take a sample home and try it under your lighting, under your moisturizer, under your primer, the whole thing before you invest in it. Because she's still that $48, $50 foundation. So you know what I'm saying? It's still quite a bit to drop on something that you may end up returning. So I would get a sample of it first. I was going to get a sample of this first, but what I did was I went in and I tried it on the back of my hand to see if it turned color. And I tried 3 different colors and I left them on the back of my hand because I was in another store working. And then I went into Sephora to do this and I left it on the back of my hand, the 3 shades. And I walked around with it for about an hour on the back of my hand to see which one I liked better. This one just seemed to blend a little bit more. In the summer, it may be a little bit lighter, but I can manipulate with bronzer or maybe add a little bit of a deeper, something with it to make it look a little bit more bronzy. The other ones turned really, really yellow on me. When I don't have a lot of tan, which normally in the summer, because I get darker a lot more in the summer, I have a tendency to have more redness. When I'm not tanning as much and I'm doing like the retinols and all that stuff that I'm doing during the winter, my skin's a little more on the pinker side. So where I'll get a little warmer in the summer. So this one right now seems to work really good. But now you can see that this looks when you see it up close, see how it looks really nice. And like I said, I'm really impressed with it, actually, that I got compliments as much as I did on it. And people were like, oh my God, your skin looks so pretty. It's like, it looks so natural or so whatever, for it to be a super blurring matte foundation. But again, I'm manipulating it. So to take my words with a grain of salt. If you're in like me and you're dry or normal to dry and you look at it and you're like, well, it's blurring, maybe that would work for me. Just know that I put this is what I did 2 essences, 3 different serums, a rich cream, an eye cream. And then I did this, which has got that more kind of a tack of a Vaseline type of a tack to it to keep it more hydrated. If you just put a moisturizer on, it's not going to work with this product. You're going to look really matte and you're going to look really cakey, and it's not going to look pretty. And it's not going to make your pores look smooth or anything. It's just going to make them look worse. And in oily, if you don't use a really good oil controlling primer and something that's very mattifying, and then doing a really good powder over it and a setting spray, I don't know how it's going to wear on you. That's just my 2 cents of what I've kind of played with this product and seen. But now that I kind of talked a little bit about the foundation, let me give you guys just a little bit about this is the spray. So the spray is supposed to be blurring, a soft matte, skin light, lightweight, mattifying, long lasting, non-drying, refreshing, no settling, translucent, it's vegan and it's cruelty free. So this is what the spray looks like. I hope I don't have a lot of makeup on it, but this is what the spray looks like. This spray, and then I have this one too, just to show you guys comparison. This is the Dewy set. And it's a really good setting spray, but it's just very wet and it's very watery. It's a really good one. I love this one. This is probably my 5th bottle on this one. It is a really, really good one. This one, it's actually surprised me. It comes out, and I'm gonna shake it a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is just to show you. See the mist on it? It's a very, very fine mist, and I'm gonna set my spray with it. It does have fragrance. It's like a light fragrance. It smells, it's like between fresh and a little bit of hairspray. I think it's got alcohol in it. Let me look real fast. It does. Alcohol is the second ingredient in it. So they're trying to mimic a little bit of the L'Oreal 30, the one size, the spray, his setting spray. I mean, those setting spray, the Urban Decay, that kind of sort of the long wear. Because you can feel a little bit of a drying effect on it, but I don't think it's super matte though. Like you can see, it's supposed to be, I feel like it blurs, but I feel like it's just, I mean, I can feel the alcohol in it. I can feel a little bit of the hairspray element to it. But as far as mattifying goes, if you don't use a powder, it's not, to me, it's not mattifying a lot. I mean, you would have to go ham on it. I mean, even then, it's like, it's not, I don't think it's that mattifying. I think it's a nice setting spray, and I think it's pretty. So if you were looking for a setting spray and you was looking at that too, it is nice. I mean, I think dry skin could use it too. I don't think it would dry you out on any, because a lot of these setting sprays have some alcohol in them. So you just have to be careful with them. Some of them are a little bit more hydrating than others. But this one doesn't bother me. It doesn't irritate me. It doesn't feel as tight as my L'Oreal Infallible, the 30-second one, the one that I really love. That one makes your skin a little tighter. And the Patrick, the One Size Beauty, it does the same thing to me because it's very aerosolic and it's very hairspray-like. Even though you can feel some of the hairspray elements in this one or some of the alcohol, you can smell it. It's not as intense as those. So, but I don't feel it. It's, and of course I haven't powdered, but, and when I powder, it looks really nice with powder. It really, really does. But yeah, so you guys have to let me know. I'm gonna do my powder and stuff in another video. I just wanted to come on here. I wanted to give you guys my opinion on this without any powder, concealer, or blush or anything in the all over, because if you watch some of my videos probably after this one, you'll probably see some of it with some of the powder and everything on it to see. I would have to recommend not getting this foundation as much as I like it. I know that sounds stupid. It's probably something a little like I'm saying that I like it, but don't buy it. I mean, I feel like everybody has their own opinion, and I feel for you to do that, you need to go in yourself and you need to really make that opinion on your own. Because, I'm only taking this don't take my opinion with a grain of salt. This is just what I think. But if you want to make your own opinion, I feel like you should, if you really want to try this, go in, get a sample, try the swatches on your hand or swatch your face, see which shade may be closer to your skin tone, and try it yourself and give your own opinion about it, because you may end up loving it. Again, the only reason why I love it so much is because I tried it with other primers, and this one is the one that works the best with this particular foundation for me. The other one's still just looks a little bit too more matte. And I tried it with the gripping, which I've done with some of the other ones, and this primer makes it look the best. And I manipulated a little bit. Hope I don't confuse you guys, because I manipulated it with this particular primer to make it look really pretty, because, to me, this is the way I like to wear it. because I am dry skin, and this is just what I've been using to make it wear well and to see how it's going to wear. Because this is what I would do if I was wearing any kind of a mattifying foundation. I use something extremely hydrating so I can make it stay, or to get it to go on, because if I don't, it's not going to look good on me. So that's the reason why I normally don't buy matte foundations, because they normally don't look good on me. But this one I'm taking for the team, and I just wanted to give you guys my opinion on it. And I'm sorry that I've spent almost 20 minutes on talking about this, but I just wanted you guys to know how I felt about it. And if you were interested in it, you know, the curiosity or what you guys felt, this may help you or not. If it didn't, and you give this video a thumb down and you're like, you know, because I know some people, you know, they don't like guys putting on makeup, and they don't like, you know, they don't like certain things, and or some people just may not like the way that I'm talking about it, or I don't know. I mean, you know, they may love the brand a lot, and I mean, you know, and I do like Anastasia's brand. It is a good brand. You know, I just don't think, I don't really recommend it for super dry people, and I don't really recommend it for super oily people. I think people with a more normal, maybe a little combination, would enjoy it more. The only way that a really, really dry skin person like myself is going to enjoy this is to manipulate it like I do. Or if somebody is extremely oily, you're going to have to really manipulate it to make it wear for you as well. So that's my 2 cents. So you guys can take whatever you want with it. You know, but anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Hope this video helped you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. We would love to have ya. But you know what? If you didn't, then don't subscribe and then click a thumb down. You know what? I don't care. Shoot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. So anyway, be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself, and remember to tell somebody that you love them today, because life is way too short. And we will see you again next Monday or in the next video. And I will see you guys later. Bye.